This video is sponsored by the Great Courses Plus. The Statue of Liberty is a shining beacon of freedom, promising hope to immigrants as they arrive for their new lives in New York Harbour. Except this isn't New York, it's Paris. So why is there a quarter-scale replica of the Statue of Liberty? Well, the two cities have long had a close relationship, personified by the real statue, a gift to America from the people of France. It was designed and built here in Paris by French sculptor Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi to celebrate the centennial of US independence in 1876. However, fundraising proved somewhat difficult, with the statue being displayed in various forms of completion for many years, both here and across the Atlantic, until it was finally finished in 1886. But none of that's really relevant, it just explains why there's a full-size Statue of Liberty in New York, not this quarter-sized imposter in Paris. So why exactly is it here? Well, the American population of the city wished to reciprocate France's gift, building the replica in time for the centennial of France's own independence, 3 years later in 1889. Except the same year, a rather more impressive monument was completed. The Eiffel Tower was built for the 1889 World Fair by French engineer Gustave Eiffel, who'd built the interior metal framework of the Statue of Liberty. The tower became the tallest structure in the world, unequivocally stealing Lady Liberty's thunder. But yeah, so that's why there's a replica of the Statue of Liberty in Paris. Well, this replica. You see, there are countless others scattered around the city. Inside the church of the Musée des Arts et Métiers stands a 1/16th model that actually predates the real statue itself. It was built by Bartholdi in 1878 as the original plaster maquette, a sort of scale model guide that he then used to make the real statue. And then outside the museum stands a bronze copy, made from the maquette by a Paris-based art foundry in 2011. Next in the Musée d'Orsay stands another replica, again one built by Bartholdi himself. This copy was built for the 1900 Paris Exposition and stood in the Jardin de Luxembourg for over 100 years, until it was brought inside to the museum to protect it from the elements in 2014. Today, yet another replica stands in its original place. But we're still not done. There's supposed to be a tiny Statue of Liberty hidden somewhere on this really weird statue. Let's see if I can find it. This centaur was built in 1986 by French sculptor César as a homage to Picasso, who spent most of his life in France. César's style involved using everyday objects or discarded materials to make his sculptures, and on this particular one, a very small Statue of Liberty managed to find a place. But it still doesn't end there. In 1989, a full-size replica of the Statue of Liberty's flame was built to celebrate the centenary of an English-speaking newspaper in the city, another expression of the enduring Franco-American friendship. The flame became an unofficial tribute to Princess Diana, who died in the tunnel underneath 8 years later. In fact, most visitors believe the flame was built for her. And then finally we reached 1992 and the opening of Disneyland Paris. Now this one's a little different, but the park dedicated an entire arcade to the statue. Liberty Arcade runs parallel to Main Street, offering guests shelter from the often temperamental Paris weather, and doubles as a sort of mini museum to the statue. There are these incredible wall murals, along with a floor mosaic, a stained glass window, and even this tiny walk-through attraction, which transports visitors back in time to the statue's inauguration. It's a really lovely touch to a park that proved somewhat controversial at the time of its opening, but has since gone on to further strengthen the two countries' relationship. As a little bonus statue, one can be seen on the Walt Disney Studios tram tour as a prop from an old movie, but I'm not sure if this one really counts. So there we have it, the city's long and peculiar love affair with the American statue it itself made. Now if you'd like to discover more about the Statue of Liberty, you can learn all about it on the Great Courses Plus. The Great Courses Plus is a subscription-based on-demand video learning service featuring over 11,000 video lectures by the very best lecturers and experts from around the world, including from Ivy League universities and places such as National Geographic and the Smithsonian. There are courses about both French and American history, as well as about French travel, French cuisine, and even speaking French. And if France isn't really your thing, There are courses about science, maths, history, and even practical skills too, such as how to play chess or become a better photographer. I personally really enjoyed the Smithsonian tour through American history, which detailed the context and creation of the Statue of Liberty, as well as other major events throughout the country's past. The Great Courses Plus is offering my viewers 14 days free, so you can show your support by clicking the link in the description below to start your free trial today.